some breaking news. You see this in the rundown?
$50 in my pocket. I see it. Jets just traded. We have informed Aaron Rodgers that we will be moving in a different direction at quarterback. It's awesome.
Well, hold on. Let's go back to the $50 in your pocket. Did you bet somebody that Rodgers was out of there?
Yeah, me and a colleague like 3 or 4 months ago, I think. I was like, how much do you want to bet that Aaron Rodgers won't be the quarterback of the Jets next year? And he's like, I think he will be. And I was like, I don't think he will.
All right. Can I give you some advice? You have to mention
Don't bet with my coworkers?
Today. No.
Oh, okay.
No. You have to. You gotta.
It was mentioned 2 days ago. Like there was already talks of this like already going on, but I think it's official now. So
now, I mean, if they've tweeted it, okay, that's what I was gonna say. Any old bets, once the verdict is in, you have to make sure you snap identify, or else So all right, good job. No. I think betting with colleagues, as long as it's $100 or less, is fine. Can I tell you, and then we'll get to the Jets thing. So I bet with Hubs, who runs our show, and they have been escalating bets where 5, 10, 20, and then $100. And every bet that I've won, I'm 4-0 in these bets. Now, to be fair, what they really are is like he's betting like 20-1 on things. So like the $5 bet was, I don't know, Aaron Judge will hit 65 home runs or something like that. So I'm on the house side of it, essentially. I'm a huge favorite in these. But he gives me the money, and I tape it to the office wall. So when you walk in our conference room, there's a 5, a 10, a 20, and $100 bill taped to the wall, and it's just a taunt. Well, you know what? The 100 was not Hubs. The 100 was Wilds. Hubs never bet me $100. The 100 was when I beat Wilds in bowling. And I made him pay me, and now it's taped on the office wall. You guys were betting on
bowling? I don't think either one of you guys are like avid bowlers.
Wild's good bowler. I'm a horrific bowler. He choked. Flat choke, and not only flat choked. It doesn't matter. I beat him straight up in bowling, and near the end, or right after I beat him, I was like ribbing him. I was like, let's just go double or nothing. Like, you're better than me, blah, blah, blah. And he turned to me stone serious. And he was like, I know you think this is helping our relationship. It's not. He was so mad.
He knew he was supposed to beat you.
I was peak obnoxious. It was at our holiday office party, and I was being peak obnoxious. Okay, let's talk Rodgers here. This is a great move by Aaron Glenn, even if they don't know who their quarterback's going to be. You have to claw back control of your locker room. And I'm not saying Rodgers was universally reviled. It's very clear some of his teammates really liked him. I don't know that all of them did, but it's very clear some did. But if you are going to have any chance of, for the first time, damn near in my lifetime, of the Jets being a competent, regular organization, and of the Jets being able to operate the way a functional football team does, you're not going to be able to change the owner. You probably want to, you can't. The best you can do is change the GM and head coach, which you did, and allow the Jets, for the first time in a few years, to be under the radar, to not be a hot topic, and to not have one of the most famous and polarizing and, at this point, also not that good quarterbacks in the league holding weekly symposiums on McAfee and all of the stuff that goes along with being in the Aaron Rodgers business. They had to get out of that business. They had to. And so I don't know the Jets, what are they drafting? Ninth? Hold on. 2025 NFL draft wiki. The Jets are drafting 7th. So Shador and Cam won't be there. Now maybe you can reach on Jackson Dart or Jalen Milroe, or maybe you just do a bridge quarterback. And I know what sucks for the Jets is the most sought-after bridge quarterback this year is probably Sam Darnold, and they don't want Sam Darnold. They already had Sam Darnold. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough year for them at that position. But it gives Aaron Glenn a chance to be the voice, the guy for that franchise. And that couldn't happen with Aaron. And the other side of it is this. They're not good enough outside of quarterback to be like, well, but with Aaron, we can win a championship. If you could, then maybe you stomach it for a year. You thought that was the case this past year. Now you're drafting 7th. You won 5 games. There was no world. The Jets are not close. And so what you need to do is start building out the team and figuring out what the actual Jets culture and organization is going to be about. And so, yeah, I would take a flyer on a quarterback. I would. Who are would I consider, and this is going to sound funny coming from me, would I consider being like, hey, Jimmy Garoppolo, you want to come for a year? Maybe. Would I see if a year of being under Reed and Mahomes, Carson Wentz, can give me a year of halfway decent football? Sure. Like, those would be the things I do while I try to fix the offensive line, lead with defense, and go from there. Then the question becomes, DeMonze, where does Aaron Rodgers go? And what
DraftKings says it's most likely the Steelers.
So there seems to be a lot of smoke there. Now, I don't know if you saw the report this morning from a guy I'd never heard of before, but in no disrespect to him, I just think he's a local reporter somewhere, but I loved it. You know who the Steelers called about, evidently?
Who?
The Prince. Ooh, boy. Get the Prince out of Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Get him with Mike Tomlin? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because I can't imagine Mike Tomlin with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, except remember they had that like flirtation thing, like where Tomlin like winked at him, Rodgers smiled at him while they were playing each other. This happened a couple times. Maybe Tomlin thinks he could do it.
He can be the answer.
So the Steelers do make sense. Here's another one. If Aaron really just wants to follow the exact Brett Favre game plan, what about Minnesota? If Minnesota's like, Darnold's going to cost too much. JJ, because of the injury, we're not sure on yet. And, we want to be good again, so we want a veteran quarterback. That has a fringe possibility. I'm trying to think of the other places. So let's just do it real quick.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, no, go. Tell me what DraftKings has.
They've got the Steelers at plus 200, Raiders at plus 300, 49ers at plus 350, Vikings
49ers would be wild.
Yeah. And then they got Vikings at plus 400 and Titans at plus 750. So I think those are the most likely.
The Titans obviously would want him. If Aaron's only opportunity is to play for the Titans, I think he probably just has to retire. All those other the Raiders thing are the Raiders piece. Not that I think the Raiders are going to be better than the Titans this year, but at least the Raiders are kind of a marquee franchise. They're in Vegas, and Pete Carroll's there, right? Then Devontae's probably like, Jesus, man, could have done this a year ago, and I could have just stayed. The 49ers would be unreal. It just as far as storylines. If the Niners are like, hey, Brock, sorry, we'll pay you later. I just think that is a remarkable idea.
Producers are saying, how about Cleveland?
I can't imagine that happening. I just can't. I was going to go, so the way I always do this is I just go division by division. Bills, no chance. Miami, no chance. Jets, obviously no chance. Patriots, no chance. AFC East, done. Baltimore, no chance. Cincy, no chance. Pittsburgh, real chance. So we have one real chance. Cleveland, I don't see it. Texans, no chance. Colts,
Not really.
maybe. I mean, they don't have a quarterback. They're not going to be able to draft him.
What do you mean? What's going on with Anthony Richardson? Are they kicking him off the team?
I shouldn't say they don't have a quarterback. They have made it clear he's going to have to compete. They don't know they have a quarterback. Okay. If you're Aaron, that might be an attractive place. Decent O-line, in a dome, winnable division. Yeah. Something. Winnable. Jacksonville, no. Titans, maybe. AFC West, only, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, no. Raiders, maybe. NFC East, Eagles, no. Commanders, no. Cowboys, no. Giants, you can't see it. He's not going to go maybe.
Why would he go to the Giants? Why on earth would he go to the Giants?
Teams don't have a quarterback. Lions, no. Vikings,
they don't
maybe.
Have a quarterback, but
Packers, no. Obviously, Bears, no. Bucks, no. Falcons, no. Panthers, no. Saints, no, because they're dealing with Carr. Oh. Maybe the Rams do end up trading Stafford. Use that pick to draft a quarterback. Use Aaron as a bridge. That would be now. You might be like, in that case, why would you not just keep Stafford? They seem to want to get young at that position. That would be interesting, though. Seahawks, no. Cardinals, no. Niners, evidently, they're on the list. So, wow. Some real breaking news here from, from while we're on the air.